Hi, I'm Robert Eggers, and Alamo Drafthouse has invited me to talk about some films that inspired NOSFERATU, and here's a few of them. The first film is Jack Clayton's The Innocence.
We must try to learn what it is these horrors want.
I think it is one of the best, perhaps the best gothic ghost movie ever made. I watch it a couple times a year probably for inspiration. Freddie Francis was the cinematographer who also directed many Hammer horror films, but his finest collaborations are with Jack Clayton, and what he does with the camera was very inspiring to what my cinematographer and I were up to with NOSFERATU.
All I want to do is save the children, not destroy them.
The Queen of Spades by Thurl Dickinson is another really fine gothic horror movie.
I want the secret of the cards. I could do great things, I tell you. Great things. If only I had money.
The fluidity and precision of the camera work and the compositions was something we were trying to emulate. And the atmosphere of the film is also incredibly effective. The snowy Russian streets is a sort of look and vibe that we try to create later in the film particularly. The potato flake snowfall is very beautiful, and we use the same kind of practical snow. Sengali by Archie Mayo is not one of the classic Universal horror movies, but was also made in that same period and features some of the same kind of post-expressionist imagery.
There is nothing in your mind, nothing in your heart, nothing in your soul but Sengali, Sengali, Sengali.
When Sengali, with kind of Orlockian vibes, is trying to send his spirit over to Marion Marsh, that was highly influential to a scene in NOSFERATU that was, highly inspired by that, and actually a scene in Murnau's Faust.
It might be as well to remember there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Cries and Whispers by Ingmar Bergman is perhaps my favorite Bergman film. It's also, one of the best horror films ever made, even though it certainly doesn't try to be one and wouldn't be classified as one. But there is something about the ghostly atmosphere of that film, and the performances when I saw it in my early 20s has always stuck with me. And I think this and The Witch, I'm constantly thinking about Cries and Whispers when I'm directing the performances. Angels and Insects by Philip Haas.
Who can I tell whom I should not destroy in the telling?
There's many Merchant Ivory movies with incredible period work that I also could have pointed to as an inspiration for this film, but something of the painterly quality of the composition in this is really excellent, and there's also an insidious dread that runs through the whole film that you don't know why, which is very different than in my film, but it also contrasts with a very beautiful score that was also very influential to the film. It's sort of not a very popular film, but I encourage you to check it out, and it also has a really incredible, understated, and powerful performance by Mark Rylance.
You're not one of us.
I am aware of that. Good day.
Thank you for watching, and enjoy the show.